Oh, hey. Hunter, I need your help. Magic's birthday is coming up. I want to throw her a surprise party, but I can't do it alone.
I have no idea what that is.
Right. I bet that meant musket ambush in your time. On Magic's birthday, everyone else will hide in a room. When I lead her there, you jump out and shout, "Surprise!" Then we eat cake.
With the exception of cake, that is exactly like a musket ambush.
That's why I like you, Hunter. You're creepy, but informative.
What do you need me to do?
Nothing complicated. I don't need you to hunt special ingredients for a cake or anything like that. If you could get the other Midnight Suns on board, it would take a huge weight off my shoulders.
Should I mention this to Tony, Carol, and the others?
I don't know if they can keep a secret. I'm not even sure if I'll tell them about the party until that night. Oh, but I should probably invite Spider-Man. He seems like he'd really get into it.
Do you really need me to do this?
I don't, but I want them to see more of what I see. That you're part of the team. It'll mean a lot coming from you.
All right, let me know what you want.
Still figuring out who and what I need, but I'll message you when I do. Probably tomorrow?
Sounds good.
Thanks for this. Do you have any questions?
Why the surprise? Why not a normal birthday party?
It'll be fun! All your friends showing up at once to wish you the best. Doesn't that sound fun to you?
To have friends do that for me? It is a wonderful thought. Truly, having friends at all is a welcome change from my youth.
No kidding. It's hard to make friends when you're on the run.
Where are we going to have the party?
I'm still scouting locations, but somewhere inside the Abbey. We'll make it work.
That is all I had. I am good for now.
I'm good if you're good. Thanks for this, Hunter. Can't wait to see the look on her face.
Hey, look who's awake.
Konnichiwa, friendo.
A few more missions like that, we just might be friends. You know, the end of the world is really messing up my travel plans.
Where did you plan to go?
All over the place. Calcutta, Vladivostok, Cape Town, Perth. Maybe swing through Transia on the way back.
Let me guess. You are going to fly there.
Is this a bat joke?
Yes.
You know I can't do that, right?
Now I do.
And who wants bat powers anyway? Ridiculous. There better be a next time.
You are welcome to attend Ileana's surprise party.
As much as I would enjoy that, my presence unsettles those incapable of perceiving me. I'll celebrate from afar.
So you will be there in spirit.
Oh, Hunter, how I've missed your wit.
think it's telling that not even Hydra wants to mess with Staten Island.
Been watching the way you handle yourself out there, Hunter. You're not bad. I was thinking maybe it's time you and I compare moves.
Moves? As in combat?
More like a friendly competition.
Then I shall defeat you, in a friendly way.
Tough talk, but can you back it up?
Before we begin, is there anything else I should know?
Yeah, anything goes. Just don't touch the shades. Now, you want to say it or me?
Say what?
Ding ding.
Don't tell me to calm down, Robbie. The others are in there with freaking Caretaker planning their next move against Faustus, and they are totally leaving us out. Again!
But this is the Avengers we're talking about, right? They're heroes.
And who had to bail out those heroes when your new pal Spider-Man was being chased by the alien slime monster? Us!
Got you there.
If they are so powerful, why could Strange not help us save Wanda?
Look, Doc's a good guy, okay? He's patched up a spider knee or two since I started this thing. Flaming pumpkin bombs are not exactly covered by insurance.
I would not trust him to patch a tire.
They move into our home, take it over, and then have the nerve to leave us out of every single damn decision that affects us. You two want to cozy up to Mr. Stark and Doctor Strange? Go right ahead. Me, I'll be outside. Most of the air's been sucked up from here already.
I still think you were bluffing about that flush. Hunter, got a question for you. Thanks, Hunter. I needed some R&R. Nico made some good points, but I gotta be honest. I'm getting used to the Avengers being around this place. I mean, yeah, Tony can be annoying, but not all of them.
Of course.
Although it makes me wonder.
Wonder what?
Well, what are they thinking about us?
When facing a demon, aim for the heart.
Always do.
Then why are you talking to me when you should really be talking to them? Or at least, her.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You have many abilities, Daywalker. Lying is not one of them. Admit what you feel about Carol. You owe yourself that much.
Admit what? That I feel a sense of admiration and respect for a fellow teammate?
Face the truth as bravely as you would your enemy, Blade. Your admiration for her reaches far beyond the battlefield.
You're delusional, Hunter.
And for the first time since we have met, I believe you are actually afraid, Blade.
I'm not going there, Hunter. Let's just drop it.
Consider it dropped.
Oh, and this conversation? It never happened.
I will add it to the list. You are a woman of many talents. That will serve you well.
What can I say? It comes easily.
Robbie, can we speak in private?
Of course. Let's go.
Nico needs help prepping for Magic's surprise party.
All right. What does she need me to do?
She wanted you to pick the team present for Magic.
Oh, I got this. I'll find something unforgettable.
Fascinating.
Central is ready to work. This won't take long. Great intel. Bad news for the world. Got some ops ready for you. Stay out of trouble.
Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? Genius Inventor strikes again. What can we work on for you, Hunter?
Until next time.
I couldn't help but hear some raised voices in the other room. Was wondering if you knew what all the fuss was about. Was there some argument?
I do not know. I did not hear anything that sounded like an argument.
But you were in the common room when the voices were raised. Are you really trying to make me believe you didn't hear anything? Fine. I can see you're not going to be forthcoming with me. No matter. We have more consequential conflicts to address. As you were, Hunter.
Thanks, Hunter.
I'm tracking a new threat. What's ugly, hungry, and dead all over.
Vampires.
Yes, but an entirely new breed. Nothing I've seen before.
Les enfants terribles are surprisingly strong for their stature. Their wings are silent, and their tiny claws can cut right through flesh and bone.
Ugh, no creepy toddler vampires.
Oh, thank goodness. Their dead eyes and hollow weeping are unforgettable.
I'm happy to live my life without knowing any more details. The new breed I'm tracking are, they're vampires.
I see. No, I do not. You already said they were vampires.
Vampires with a Y? Pronounced exactly the same as vampires. I suppose that was wildly creative for the 16th century monks who first cataloged them.
No, it is just confusing.
That's why I'm calling them new breed vampires, to set them apart. I'll flag anything related to these latest bloodsuckers and send it directly to the mirror table.
Carol, you are...
The best? Yeah, I know. Hunter! Just the person I wanted to see. Okay, I'll be honest with you, anyone is the person I want to see right now. At this point, I'd sit down for a tea with Galactus if it meant I didn't have to sift through these gamma readings for another second. It's all just starting to blur into one big giant green gamma mess, you know? And my favorite big giant green gamma mess is too busy to help.
And what exactly is so important that it takes precedence over this?
Look, the Avengers have been spread pretty thin lately now that Hydra's running around the world hyped up on your mother's gamma juice. To be honest, I don't have an answer for you. Wish I did. And not just on this one. I'm gonna come out and say this. I've got a bad feeling about things lately, okay? Particularly when it comes to you and Bruce. I'm what they call a precog. I catch glimpses of the future. No idea why, but I'm sure channeling the power of a mini white hole through your entire body might have a little something to do with it.
What exactly did you see?
Nothing specific. More of an impression. You and Bruce. Your faces. You didn't look good. Is this what Steven goes through?
You should not be afraid of this power.
Afraid? Seriously? Look, Hunter, I've seen a lot in my time, on this world and beyond. Alien death squads, power-mad semi-omniscient despots, Dad. Even once had to stop a plot to blow up the sun. So yeah, I know a thing or two about overcoming fear. Thanks. My visions are chaotic at best and very few and far between. Maybe a while before I can make sense of this one. I should get back on task. I think I've ignored these numbers long enough. Talk to you later. Lucky day, huh? Let's do it.
Let's do this. Do your thing.
New York. Is there a problem? Another one?
Central's picking up some unusual activity at the New York Museum of Art. Looks like a break-in. It's all stolen artwork, recently recovered from a personal collection of... Deadpool?
That, the Harlequin, is an art thief?
No. Red Skull is the art thief. Deadpool is more of a... kinda like... You really need to see for yourself.
Good luck, kiddo. You're going to need it.
Caretaker? Are you sitting in with Carol?
Oh, no. Not if Deadpool's involved.
He cannot be that bad.
Just wait.
Any intel on our museum thief? Let me guess. Captain Mayo in the archives with a candlestick.
Hydra Mystic in the warehouse. No candles. Whatever Hydra is looking for, it seems they have yet to find it.
Just don't let them find you.
You the new guy?
Huh?
Sorry, the new fully customizable, heroically upgradable monster masher? Wisecracking anti-hero. Merc, very occasional hero. Whatever. I'm adaptable. Spin me off, it's a big franchise.
Stop talking.
Are you here for the statue too?
What statue?
The one my very mysterious and very scary client from somewhere in very Eastern Europe wants me to steal back from the guy who stole it from him? It's the Circle of Crime.
That one?
Well, Jimmy, my frickin' chungus. Yeah, that one. Hands up, pants down, ladies and gents. This is a robbery. I'm sorry, have we met? Aren't you... Sloth? No, Sylvia. Cindy?
Please kill him.
Sin, that's it. Of course, Sin. Granddaughter of Redhead. I mean Skull. I mean Skell. Whatever.
Now!
We never seem to have much luck with these stealth approaches.
I have yet to participate in one that was actually quiet.
Quiet is boring. I'm almost never quiet, and things go not terrible for me sometimes.
Try not to get wiped out by Hydra flunkies while you're mouthing off.
Not dying is actually a key part of my strategy.
Lilith must be desperate if these are her best.
Yep, right up, head on straight.
Now that was something. Hell,
gonna get ya! Don't worry, they're just sleeping.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Are we excited? Pretty colors!
Their persistence is irritating.
Brain not feel so smart now.
They're being reinforced.
I'd love to hear who hired you to steal that artifact if you're feeling chatty, and I know you are.
Wait, you aren't the usual lady in my ear. Who is this?
Gerald Danvers?
Why is that name so familiar?
I'm Captain Marvel.
Ah, it's finally happened!
Always happy to meet my fans.
Your time has come. Weak, even for Hydra. There was a time when Lilith had the highest of standards for her minions. That time has clearly passed.
Oh, real original.
Let's see how tough you are.
I have spotted enemy reinforcements.
I need to stop taking jobs from mysterious internet strangers. This could have been dangerous.
This internet seems like nothing but trouble.
But there are so many adorable puppy videos, not to mention all the not safe for work stuff.
What is...
Don't even ask, Hunter.
Lucky to still be breathing.
You! I am really getting good at that. About time!
edges!
My time to shine.
How many times is that?
Someone call for reinforcements?
How'd you even manage to find this place? Been tracking Hydra long?
You're really pumping me for information here. I'm slightly aroused.
One time I sit in for caretaker. This I get. Mercenary.
Lunatic Pervert Mercenary? That's my favorite anime! Bad luck for you! Elba's Excelente! Yo Gusto! That's from my secret stash.
Hydra's in control of the situation.
Pathetic.
You're gonna remember
I don't know how I'm gonna get that thing back to Eastern Europe. I don't even have any stamps.
Did you say? Is that where your client is?
No, nope, not what I said. You didn't hear that. New Jersey. I'm taking it to Jersey. Jewel of the waste management industry. Oh yeah? Well, at least I can use contractions.
the battlefield is ours. Are you ready? Hope you're ready.
I have felt this once before. You were too weak for this fight.
Insanely annoying, as expected, but at least he can fight.
Step away from the artifact.
Click!
Did you just say click?
Yes, I did. For emphasis. Now hand over the statue.
Fool! Do you know what?
Monologue-free zone here. It's in my contract. Sorry. Now, respect the click and hand over the... Whoa. Big click energy. I like it. Want to help me kill some Nazis?
Hydra aren't Nazis.
Potato frittata.
What they have outlives their usefulness to me.
See? I had your back.
Right. Where is Sin and the statue?
The level designer says she went that way.
Why betray her own people?
Maybe she appreciates a plot twist? You first. Is this a mole man thing? Please let this be a mole man thing. Cause you know I'm the biggest mole man fan. Uh-oh.
It would seem Hydra and their mistress have escaped with the artifact.
Is this like one of those monkey's paw things? I say Mole Man, and the universe gives us off-brand vampires?
They're vampires with a Y. It's a whole... Don't ask.
Wasn't gonna. So, is there some special way to dust these critters?
Beat them before they eat you?
Bet you can't guess how many times I've heard that.
How invigorating. Your fate is sealed. Your mother abandons you. My call.
Why is everybody picking on me?
They are hoping to wear me down.
Blade when you need him. Technically, aren't these things his cousins?
No relation, as far as I know.
Word of advice, never suggest Blade is like other vampires.
Oh, we met?
Once again, Lilith's servants fall. Told me to mention your mother. Apparently she is promiscuous. Death in the light. The advantage is mine. Return to your mother. How many times are you gonna try that? I must have angered them.
Heard you got an annoying problem down there. And also vampires.
Blade! I was just saying we could use the help of an actual expert here.
I'll bet. Shouldn't be any bloodsuckers left in that part of the city.
They appear to be some sort of man-bats, of both the white and blue subvariants. The dorsal striping indicates...
They are new breed vampires, both immature and fully developed.
I don't like that at all.
Thanks for calling, Blade. Super helpful.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Possibly match your strength. You had my complete confidence.
With extreme prejudice. I should have asked for more money. Or maybe some actual money instead of all that tulip-based cryptocurrency.
We can worry about Sin and the statue later. Focus on getting out of there alive.
Oh, so it's we now. I knew some of that.
You do have that effect on people.
You were unprepared.
Mucho gusto!
Leave some for the rest of us.
Are we excited? Can you feel the love?
Try to take out the weaker ones before they can feed. Maybe you already figured that out by now.
Oh, I get it. We're taking too long. Very subtle, Blade. Is anyone else just talking to Mephisto?
Pathetic.
These vampires are a problem. At least we know how to handle them.
Without that statue, not even a sparkly hole can cheer me up.
Is this about your very scary client again?
When he finds out how royally I botched this mission, or worse, when he finds me, I'll be...
Deader pool?
There it is! You go, new guy! And by that, I still obviously mean the new, fully customizable...
Come back with us to the Abbey.
No.
The magical wards will protect you.
No.
Hell no.
You can hide there. Help us track down Sin.
No!
Fight off the vampire infestation.
If you insist. Look, Ma, I'm gonna be DLC!
I hear we have a new housemate. I will wait to make my introductions until much.
I have something for you.
Oh?
Here you are.
Good. This will help the ritual.
Thanks, Hunter. You're literally a lifesaver. I'll just lie low until my job is done.
Does your job always require you to steal art?
That's what the client wants, sure. Most of the time it's making people sleep forever. The forbidden nap, if you will. Mercenary work is a grab bag of awful stuff, and it rules.
I see the necessity of your work.
You do?
Yes. Some forces are too evil to go unchecked.
No, there's a check involved. Usually signed by someone with deep pockets.
Stealing an artifact must be boring by your standards.
You call what we did back there boring? I'd hate to see what you find exciting.
Can you tell me more about the statue?
Do I look like some sort of artsy-fartsy hipster to you?
I'm wondering why it was important to you.
Because looking at it made me feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
You and Sin were both after the statue, so it must be valuable.
It's valuable to my client, and that's enough for me.
Your mystery client, who you will not tell me about?
Not unless I want to be on the receiving end of his punishment. Normally, I'd be into that, but he's too scary.
Scary how?
So scary that I took a magical portal to a stranger's house in order to stay away from him.
You are welcome to stay at the Abbey for as long as you need.
I'm gonna leave a Deadpool-sized impression on the couch. That's where I'm headed, unless you still want my attention.
I have questions, if you do not mind.
Sounds like somebody hasn't looked me up on the internet. Shoot.
Before we came to the Abbey, you said you were going to be DLC. What does that mean?
Deadpool living comfortably.
What?
What?
Who were you before becoming Deadpool?
I was just a normal dude, except I had terminal cancer. Then I went through an experiment that was supposed to cure me, but surprise, it didn't. Instead of dying, I got the diagnosis of living forever because of a big oopsie done by bad people who turned Wade Wilson into this guy.
Wade Wilson?
Oops, that's me. Well, before all that crap.
It sounds like you have dealt with a lot, Wade.
Don't even think about it. I have a badass superhero name for a reason!
Can you tell me why you are called the Merc with a Mouth?
My mouth is special, Hunter. I say all kinds of words with it. That's kind of my shtick.
I do not understand. We all have mouths. What does it mean?
It means I talk a lot, hence Merc with a Mouth. I crack jokes and break the fourth wall so much that I may as well be the Kool-Aid Man.
Can you tell me more about your katanas?
Oh, the girls? I'm so glad you asked. They never get any attention. Guns are so impersonal. I like using the old hack and slash approach with these puppies.
I also use swords. Using them takes much skill and strength.
I might not look it, Hunter, but I'm as skilled as hell swordsman. We should dance sometime.
With our swords or with each other?
Both.
What is your special ability? I have not seen it yet.
Just 'cause I can't shoot lasers or pick up and yeet a bus doesn't mean my power is invisible. Wait, unless I can turn invisible now. Hold on, let me try. Nope, still only got my super regeneration.
Regeneration? You are able to heal quickly?
My healing factor can basically bring me back from anything. No hand, no body, no prob. My cells are always regenerating.
That is incredible.
Makes the life of a merc a lot easier when you literally can't die. Sounds good on a business card, too.
How come I have never seen you without the mask?
It's physically glued to my face. If I try and remove it, my skin peels off like gum stuck on the bottom of a shoe.
That sounds unpleasant.
The mask helps hide what's going on under here. It ain't pretty, and I don't want to make people barf just by looking at me. That's not as fun. Or I can be honest and say there wasn't the budget for it. You pick whichever one sounds better.
I find it hard to believe you are ugly.
Hey now, I never called myself ugly. This is to protect the softies who can't handle what peak male hotness looks like.
I misspoke. Talk later, Deadpool.
Stringing me along? How cruel.
So, Deadpool's sticking around. Good thing we don't have an HR department.
Blade needs some time. So, the team encountered some new breed vampires up close. Your thoughts?
As Nico says, I am not a fan.
Right there with you.
Sin's involvement concerns me.
Same. I'm still not clear on why some Hydra forces left with her, and others served as vampire food.
Agreed. Hydra is involved with the vampires. It is not yet clear how.
Don't worry. I'm gathering all the intel you'll need. Soon enough, we'll kick the new breed back into whatever hell they crawled out of. Anything else on your mind?
How do classic vampires differ from new breed vampires?
These Zoomer vampires are more outgoing. They hunt in packs and don't seem to care if anyone notices them. They have similar weaknesses, sunlight still kills them, but not everything lines up. No need to invite them in, they're happy to smash through the door. Oh, and while they don't turn people into vampires, they can infect classic vampires who then serve as portable hemolisks for the new breed.
What can you tell me about this new breed?
Well, From a spotty centuries-old reference and the data we've collected, new breed vampires are basically fangs, claws, and a bottomless stomach. They live to feed. But they don't drink blood. They eat people whole.
Can they turn humans into vampires?
Well, they create new hemolisks from whatever they can't digest. Strange suggested some kind of dark magic regurgitation.
The boundaries of dark magic are ever expanding.
And gross. I won't mind if they shrink a little.
What do we know about Sin?
Apparently, she's a vampire. A vamp classic, not the new breed. That was news to me. Before that, S.H.I.E.L.D. knew her as a decently competent Hydra luminary. Sin always got a ton of leeway because she's Red Skull's grandkid.
Red Skull?
The yin to Steve's yang. Founded Hydra, fought on the wrong side of World War II, and had a nasty itch for world domination.
Do you think Sin could be working for my mother?
She and Faustus used to fight like a sack of rats. Whatever her game is, Hydra as a whole doesn't seem to be a part of it.
Thanks, Carol.
Catch you later.
The tower bells are ringing. My favorite childhood prank, but I have not heard them in so long. Caretaker must be wincing right now. Or maybe this was her idea of a joke.
What have you got for me, boss? This should be quick. Take your pick, Hunter. What can we work on for you, Hunter?
Farewell.
Even a sorcerer supreme can't rest on his laurels.
Back again. Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong answers here. Do your thing.
Help me, pretty please. My charm won you over.
Just like you wanted.
Do you remember the bells, kid? When you were young, I prepared to keep locked that tower. Any excuse to ring those damn things. I don't know how close I came to cutting them down.
If I had time, I'd take care of these myself. Bye. Yes, hello.
Did you sleep well?
Oh, sure. I can pass out just about anywhere.
Well, I hope the Abbey starts to feel like home for you soon.
You know what they say? Home is where the unresolved childhood trauma is. I'm sure you've got plenty of that.
Everyone has scars from their youth. I am no different.
Being here doesn't cause you to, oh, I don't know, dissociate?
What is that?
When you take a break from reality and shut the brain off. You should try it sometime.
No. Despite some unpleasant memories, I am still quite fond of the Abbey.
Ooh, someone should really write a case study about you. Don't worry about me, I love weird. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to explore all of the Abbey's nooks and crannies in great detail.
Blade, can we speak in private?
Is it about the chore wheel? Because I'm not swapping.
No, it is not about that.
Good. Everyone knows how I feel about dish duty.
Nico needs help prepping for Magic's surprise party.
No. Hell no.
I thought you were close with Magic.
I am. That's why I won't do it. I told Nico and I'll tell you. Magic skims the last chapter of a mystery before starting the book. The woman does not like surprises.
Sounds like she would want to know about the party.
Might not go over well with Nico, but Magic would appreciate it. That's your call.
Do you know why she dislikes surprises?
Does she need a reason? That's how she is.
Well, is there anyone else who could help prep for the party?
Outside the Midnight Suns, that Parker kid has way too much energy. May as well put it to good use.
Thanks, Blade.
For what? Kid's annoying. You'd be doing me a favor by keeping him off my back. Do half vampires need sunblock? Can your fangs drain a cream-filled cake? If we bite each other, would we have the same powers? It never ends.
You should be more careful. Why, hello, Hunter.
Your English is good for a foreigner.
That's interesting.
We need to talk.
Yes?
We should speak in private.
Just what I need. Intrigue. Lead the way.
Nico is planning to throw you a surprise birthday party.
And why do you tell me this?
For the drama, mostly.
You are a jerk. But you are also funny. Thank you for revealing this to me. Did she say how many people?
Just the Midnight Suns. Also Spider-Man.
Small crowd.
What now?
What else? I survived the party.
Ready to fight some crime?
Do you have time to speak in private?
Are you firing me? Am I getting fired?
No. Why would you ask that?
I don't know. I panicked. Sure. Let's talk.
Nico needs help prepping for Magic's surprise party.
Really? She asked for me?
She asked for you by name.
I guess I made a good first impression. I usually don't. I always thought it was the mask. No eyes or mouth means you have to rely on body language for context.
So, is that a yes?
Sure. I'm the new guy. I get it. How can I pitch in?
She needs help decorating the party room.
I can tape balloons to the ceiling while standing on it. I am so in.
Yo, it's good to see you.
Getting reports from all 5 boroughs. More Hydra troopers with fangs. Talk about making a bad thing worse.
I've tried tracking down what they're up to.
Find anything?
Nothing that could still speak.
I may know somebody who could help.
No offense. This isn't exactly friendly neighborhood stuff. Not sure your contacts will be much help.
He's not that friendly.
Who?
He's also not one of the bad guys.
Who exactly?
A physician of sorts. Look, do you want to figure this out or not?
Morbius.
Blade. You've met? Gotta admit, I've never seen a vampire feed on another vampire.
I felt it.
One time. I bit you one time. It wasn't fun for me either. You taste like an old barbell.
There's a cat fight joke in here somewhere, but I can't figure it out. Look, Dr. Morbius, we need your help. Someone is turning Hydra troopers into vampires. We don't know why or what they want.
According to the creature I just ate, they're after my research. I can tarry no longer. I must return to my lab before they...
You're going nowhere.
Don't have a hissy fit. It was right in front of me. Maybe we can help each other out. So, where is his lab?
You get used to the stench.
I never do.
Wait, where? You were right, Doc. We shouldn't have tarried.
I see you've located the doctor. I hope he's feeling cooperative.
I think we're all on the same page here. Common enemy, the greater good. Everyone gets it, right?
Of course.
We'll see.
This should be fun. Coming at you. My Greek mythology is a little rusty, but didn't the Hydra originally have 9 heads?
This won't do. Now let that be a lesson to you. I've been waiting. What a waste. Too late for you. I'll make quick work.
You guys share a single brain?
dropping in.
These things are hardly worthy of being classified as vampires. Not that I'm overly protective of the title.
That didn't stop you from feeding on them.
You know as well as I do. My hunger. We can only fight it for so long.
Some of us have tried harder than others.
Oh, you think I haven't tried to end this?
I think you don't mind that you failed. They're mine.
You know, you're pretty good at this.
Now remember who you are.
Ooh, I like it.
You've left me no choice.
You're making it hard to resist the bloodlust.
Reinforcements inbound.
Maybe you don't understand me. I've surmounted one challenge after another just to reach this point.
I know what you've been trying to do since you turned. And it has nothing to do with stopping the thirst.
Where my blood fails me, I have no choice but to hate. Doesn't mean I can't change at all.
Hate to break up the moment, but we should probably deal with the bad guys, right?
It's weirdos like these that give people like us a bad reputation.
They won't know what hit him.
Just imagine if we trained for this.
No.
Good one.
We will not fail.
Persistence will get you nowhere.
Sure, just do whatever the last guy did.
More fuel for the fire.
You were born the greatest gift any vampire could ever hope for, Blade. To see the sun with your own eyes.
None of this is a gift. Maybe that's what you don't understand about me.
Almost feel like I'm intruding here, but I'm glad you're working out your issues. At least you get to take a nap. feel pretty amazing. Some ice on that. You'll feel better. Here we go.
Maybe you should teach me that one.
Losing ground.
Starting to fade fast here.
Yeah. Okay, that was pretty cool. So
It is too late.
okay, that was awesome. You and the Punisher must get along really well.
I doubt they were expecting such resistance. All my work lost.
What kind of work, Doc? This is twisted.
Thought he was one of the good guys.
I said he was not one of the bad guys.
Knowledge has no inherent morality. This is science.
Tell it to them.
They'll be fine. Eventually.
What exactly are you doing here, Dr. Morbius?
Research. A gamma serum flows through the blood of these Hydra soldiers, augmenting their capabilities. It inspired me to concoct a prototype sample, a serum of my own. I thought it might dampen the effects of the sunlight on my abilities, but its protective qualities were far more effective than I expected.
Whoa. Are we talking...
Daywalker in a vial. Morbius, tell me it doesn't work.
Not yet. The prototype sample needs time to fully mature. But it's gone. Along with all my notes. I'll have to start over.
Looks like they're back for seconds.
Nah, They have the sample. They want to take out the only competition in town.
And we shall dissuade them.
Cannot allow them to destroy my work. Protect my equipment.
You left out some important details of your research, Doc.
Some things are better left unsaid, but it was all necessary.
I thought Man-Thing was ugly. No half-measures.
I'm not really into guns, but you make a compelling argument.
I knew you couldn't be trusted, Morbius. Hydra or not, this is wrong.
The work Hydra has done with gamma injections was too profound to ignore.
So you've been using them as some kind of guinea pigs? Sounds a little unethical, Doc.
As opposed to the gentle treatment you and your friends give them.
Big difference. Time's up for these chumps. Give the mother my regards in hell. That's a neat trick.
It doesn't matter how many times you try.
This is getting old.
Reinforcements on approach.
If my research here can help you defeat Hydra, and I've removed some of them from the front lines in the process, I don't see the harm.
Heroes usually stand against human experimentation and false imprisonment. Because it's, you know, evil.
Rarely have I ever been accused of being a hero. But your words aren't lost on me. I smell your fear.
That was pretty cool.
An intriguing advancement. You've left me no choice. I'll make quick work of you.
I'm going for it. Gotta be honest, you didn't leave me much choice.
Hydra Immortalis!
How many times you gonna die?
They're almost here! Hold position!
I don't think you've changed at all, Morbius. You're just lucky I'm working with the Sons again.
As opposed to what?
Me leaving you here with your experiments. Permanently.
Maybe we can all hug this out later.
Now remember who started this.
Target's moving.
Never seen that before.
I've been waiting. You should never have come here. Be my victim.
Good one!
I'm still in my prime.
Regroup in position, Tango!
I think we're all feeling good about this one. Yes?
Your mother. I think you got him.
no further, abomination.
Okay, it's cool. Morbius is with us now.
With us?
You would bring a vampire into the Abbey?
Well, he's not a vampire. Not exactly.
If he was, he'd be dust.
He became this way because of an experiment gone wrong, not a bite from a vamp. He's his own master, right, Doc?
If I may, there are few judges of character better than Spider-Man.
Back me up here, Blade.
As much as I hate to admit it, we could probably use his help. This once.
Hunter, was it? Thank you for not making a bigger deal about my arrival. I know my presence unnerves many.
You surprised me earlier, and I do not like surprises. But any friend of Peter is a friend of mine.
I am relieved to hear it. You have a wonderful home and a great many resources. I look forward to making use of them.
How do you think you will help?
I am the world's foremost authority on vampire physiology. Blade knows a great deal about vampire rituals, habits, and social order, but he doesn't understand their biology.
Why should that matter?
In a sense, you could say Blade can take a vampire apart, but he can't put one back together.
I do not want to put vampires back together.
Oh, of course not. Let me put it like this. If you understand the structure of an organism, you'll know its weak points, where to push so it falls apart. This is what I offer you.
That sounds great, but you must earn our trust by following through on that promise.
I see you are not easily impressed. No wonder Blade seems to like you. I think you'll be happy to know that I've actually already started researching vampire biology.
That sounds like good news.
Unfortunately, I also have bad news. I've been tinkering with a prototype gamma serum that suppresses the effects of sunlight on vampiric membranes. The vampires have taken that from me.
Then we must take it back.
That is why I'm here. And I would love to get back to that research. Unless you have further need of me.
Go ahead and get settled.
Happy to talk anytime.
As long as Morbius...
Anything else on your mind?
What happens if Hydra successfully replicates Morbius's prototype sample?
Sunproof vampires seem like a bad idea for all involved.
Maybe not for the vampires.
For now, it's just a scary theory. Even if it works, there could be side effects, like new breed vampires bursting into flame upon contact with oxygen. Yeah, wishful thinking, but prototypes can be unpredictable. Just to ask Hank Pym about Ultron.
Thanks, Carol.
Sure thing.
Thanks for giving Morbius a... Sorry we didn't give you a heads up before. You know, about bringing a vampire into the Abbey. It all happened kind of fast.
Are you sure we can trust Morbius?
Yeah. Morbius has his demons, but he's a teddy bear. A snarly teddy bear. With fangs. But there's stuffing in there, somewhere.
This is not helping your argument.
What I'm trying to say is that Morbius has a good heart. And exceptionally good blood.
Good blood?
Yeah. Whatever Morbius did to transform his body infused the heme in his blood with curative properties. I'd love to help him study it further, if I ever have the time. Since we're fighting new breed vampires, we'd do well to have a living vampire in our corner.
Anything happening today?
Didn't Robbie tell you about the... Ah, dang it. Can you do me a favor? Go talk to Robbie, like, right now. Pretend I said nothing.
What is Robbie planning?
Oh, he's really excited and wants to tell you himself. I swore I'd say nothing, but I thought you'd talked to him already. This is the reason I don't own plants.
I have no idea what you mean.
Right. Go talk to Robbie. Do it tonight, trust me.
Can you give me a hint about what Robbie wants?
Nope. He'll explain everything. Just find him before the night's end, okay?
You brought up plants. Does it have anything to do with plants?
No, I got nervous, and sometimes when I'm nervous, look, it's not relevant. Go talk to Robbie, okay?
Blade, are you actually comfortable with Morbius living here?
Comfortable? I'll never be comfortable around that monster. But if I'm being generous, he could be useful.
Having a vampire in the house leaves me feeling restless.
I'm right there with you.
What exactly is your history with Morbius?
I don't like getting into that.
But the two of you have fought before. What makes you think we can trust him now?
I never said we could trust him. If that man loses control to his bloodthirst, I'll end him myself. But the vampires are using his experiments against us. We need him to clean up his own mess.
So Morbius is just a tool to you?
Call it whatever you want. I call it practical.
If Morbius is anything like Blade, I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Doctor, meet the doctor. Now the...
Checking in on me already, Hunter? I haven't had time to get into trouble.
You can never be sure.
I suppose. What can I do for you?
Never mind. I will let you settle in.
Happy to talk anytime.
Stephen, have you worked with Morbius before?
Oh, yes. He is a formidable ally. He once assisted me in a battle against a Fear Lord from the Dream Dimension.
Fear Lords are powerful foes.
Yes, it was a boisterous battle, so I was pleased to have Morbius at my side. Undoubtedly, he will be a favorable ally against Lilith as well.
So you have no reservations about letting him stay in the Abbey?
None at all. As long as he doesn't grow too hungry, we'll all be fine.
Wait, what should we do if he gets hungry?
We should all be on guard.
Stephen, I need details.
As with any vampire, he could lose control and eat every one of us, but I do not think that will happen.
Tony, what is your impression of Morbius?
Well, we've never actually met, but Strange talks highly of him.
I am uncomfortable inviting a vampire to live in the Abbey.
Hey, I know what you mean. Half the people on my board of directors are vampires. Not literal bloodsuckers, but they definitely try to sink their teeth into you. Or your pocketbook.
Maybe.
The guy's a freak, no doubt. But every genius is. You should have seen half my professors back at MIT. Or that Tony Stark guy who's always in the news. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I've read a few of Morbius's papers on DNA manipulation, and it's years ahead of anyone else. He could be a valuable asset.
So, you think we can trust him?
Well, I never said that. But he could be useful.
Yes?
I have heard you called a living vampire. What does that mean?
It means that unlike most vampires, I have a pulse.
How is this possible?
Most vampires are tied to the supernatural realm. They are undead creatures. My gifts are a boon of science. I am wholly unique in that way. Quite literally a freak of nature.
Who were you before you became a vampire?
I was born with a rare, degenerative blood condition. My disease would have proven fatal if I had not taken matters into my own hands and experimented on my body using vampire bat DNA. I cured myself, but there were side effects.
You seem to know Blade and Spider-Man well. What is your impression of them?
When I first became the living vampire, I struggled with my baser instincts. It took me a while to maintain control over my appetite. Spider-Man and Blade were the first two heroes I encountered, and they protected many innocent people from my wrath.
You mean they fought you?
Yes. But I am grateful because they encouraged me to become a better man. Though I wish Blade's approach hadn't been nearly so ferocious.
I would like to know more about your capabilities.
Like a traditional vampire, I possess enhanced strength, speed, acute senses. An accelerated healing factor allows me to bounce back from otherwise mortal injuries. And while I cannot fly in the traditional sense, I have the psionic ability to glide over great distances.
Do you share other vampiric weaknesses?
One of the advantages of being a living vampire is that I do not have those Achilles heels. I could drink holy water all day, and a silver bullet stings like a lead one. One slight exception is daylight. I do not burn under the sun, but my eyes are sensitive to the light, and my powers are somewhat dampened during the daytime.
Do you have to consume blood like any other vampire?
Regrettably, not only do I need to consume human blood, I crave it. But you do not need to worry. I keep my cravings in check these days, and only feed on those who prey on others.
Never mind. I will let you settle in.
Happy to talk anytime.
Hey Hunter, Parker and I cooked something up and we think you should be a part of it. Oh, you know, if you're free.
I am intrigued, but not committed.
It's technical. That's the whole idea. First we show you around the shop and... oops, almost spoiled the surprise. Tell you what, if you come with me, just for a bit, I promise we won't waste your time.
All right. Where are we headed?
Oh, it's not too far. I can't wait till you see it. Hey, you made it! Told you.
You want to give the rundown, or should I?
I got this. Welcome to the shop.
What is this place?
For me, it's a piece of home away from home.
Quite a setup. What need does it fulfill?
All kinds. Usually, I work on the Hellride, and Parker tinkers with his web gadgets. And as we do, we brainstorm ideas of what we could work on together.
You call it the shop, but I see nothing for sale.
That's the beauty. For me, it's an auto shop. For Parker, it's a workshop. We're both wondering what it's going to be for you.
There must be a reason you do this here instead of the Forge.
2 reasons. Tony Stark and Doctor Strange. We wanted a place with good vibes and less bickering. Where we could focus on a project without the smartest men in the world telling us how to do it better. The shop is where you work things out for yourself.
I understand why the 2 of you are here, but why invite me?
Caretaker always described you as someone who worked with their hands. You made things. You did the work. So we want to make things with you. Help you do the work.
You 2 are so thoughtful. Where do I start?
Wherever you want. Why not let Parker give you a quick rundown on our current project? After that, we'll close up the shop.
All right.
It's all pretty neat, huh? There's not enough here to give you a tour, but I did want to show off our first project. Don't have a name for this yet, but if you run into Eddie again, Venom, we think this could give you an edge. When we fought Eddie, the symbiote reacted strongly to your presence. It noticed something about you and tensed up. Our project takes advantage of this.
This project of yours, what does it do?
Our first prototype dulls your presence around the symbiote. Makes you harder for Eddie to notice.
So, a symbiote muffler?
Ha! It is now. The other prototype will help if you're ever caught in Eddie's tendrils. It blasts a distracting subsonic pulse that should give you time to both fight your way out and hit him with a counter.
Like your zingers that keep him distracted?
You know, Robbie and I should let you name all our projects. Then we need to miniaturize it so it fits in your suit. But we can have it ready pretty quick.
I look forward to seeing it in action.
I knew you'd be into this! We are going to make so many weird things together! Oh yeah, I can scrounge enough components to finish this project, but if there were more, we'd have more options. I'll put together a list and send it to your Spark. Bring what you can next time you're here.
All right.
Huh. So, how'd it turn out?
Better than expected.
Sick. So, that's the shop. What do you think?
You and Parker have outdone yourselves.
Then think of what the 3 of us can do. I'll give you a heads up before shop class meets again.
Shop class?
Right. That's what we're calling our time here. See you then. Parker, you sticking around? ¿Qué pasa, Hunter?
It is done. Bye.
What's up, Big H?
Hey there.
Could we speak in private?
Will this lead to the two of us shouting at one another?
I cannot see how.
Then yes.
Nico needs help prepping for Magic's surprise party.
A surprise party? Have you met Magic?
Why do you say that?
Oh, just a feeling. What does Nico want from me?
Can you handle the cake?
Of course. The trick will be hiding the icing. Magic's sweet tooth can lead her to cupcakes at 50 paces.
What is it like to have a tan? Does it hurt?
Doctor, you are a renowned scientist.
Of course. My body is a living testament to my skills at genetic manipulation. And my hubris.
And you have some experience working with gamma radiation.
Ah, I see where this is going. Captain Marvel's quest to find a gamma specialist. Unfortunately, your needs may be beyond even my expertise.
You may be the closest thing we have to a gamma expert right now. Tell me what you do know.
Gamma is electromagnetic radiation that manifests in 3 forms: a wave, a particle, and, in extreme cases, a mutagenic. My research centered entirely on that 3rd field. Unfortunately, you need someone with a more holistic understanding of the science.
I see.
But please, come to me when Hydra starts infusing ancient artifacts with vampire bat DNA.
Good to see you, Hunter.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
If an experiment is dangerous, I get more interested.
Ready to work?
Just give me a target.
Ready for more?
No, you shouldn't have. Promise I won't break your face.
Do your thing.
I have something for you.
A piggyback ride.
components for shop class.
Almost as good.
What can we work on for you, Hunter? Later. Build, plan, invent. Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work. Just, give me a minute. How does this look? How long did you say you were exposed to this thing? It's probably fine. If you find more coil, send it my way.
Back again. Peace.
Hydra's goons are getting a little too comfortable for my liking. I think it's time you took them down a notch.
It will not take us long.
Show them what happens when you mess with the Midnight Suns.
Hardly a concern for a Sorcerer Supreme.
Your time has come. Hell that.
like that once, centuries ago.
Follow my This shall aid me in my fight.
Prepare yourself.
Situation is under control. You're mine.
I must have angered them.
You're in trouble now. They're almost here. Hold position.
This should help.
You and your friends will suffer together. Try. You'll only embarrass yourself.
This the light shines on the most dutiful. Watch closely. Even the Mother of Demons is forced to rely upon hired hands occasionally. Let's give it a go. How angry you've made my cloak. I'm afraid the odds still aren't in your favor.
Have earned this. Weak, even for Hydra. Let me show you the way. Your fate is sealed. You are lucky to still be breathing.
I serve until the end.
No retreat.
You will pay for your mistake.
I won't be dispatched. That is.
I do not feel so good.
The light is on our side. Just like old times.
Let's.
As they say, it gets the job done.
The endless search for wealth and power with just a tinge of fascism. Hydra will never change.
What is it like being so inconsequential? my power grows.
Regroup at position Tango. Engaging target.
That is your one chance.
I doubt I could take much more of this.
No mercy for the servants of Lilith. Was that truly your best? This should help.
I won't lose. This will
Hopefully they learned their lesson, but we all know that's wishful thinking.
Hunter.
Are you prepared for tonight's meeting?
I am more than prepared. I am the Sorcerer Supreme. But yes, I am ready.
Something on your mind?
Nothing important. Isn't the angry children meeting tonight?
Emo kids?
Yes, that. I can never keep up with the modern lingo. Took me a decade to rid myself of thee and thou.
The meeting is tonight.
Then I should wrap up.
Are you going to the meeting?
Yes, I'll meet you there.
Are you heading to the meeting?
Soon.
Ready to head to the Emo Kids meeting?
Lead the way.
I require a moment to prepare the ritual. Nico can explain.
Feels like we're getting closer to figuring out how you died. It's not too much, is it?
The memories are painful, but I have endured worse.
That's good! I mean, it's bad, but yeah, I'm glad you're hanging in there. Ileana wants to lead the ritual this time. That surprised me.
Why?
Magic taking the lead and Caretaker staying out of her way? The world must be ending. Oh, right. It is.
Are you prepared for Miss Rasputin to apply the metaphorical cheese grater to your soul?
I thought you were above petty rivalries.
Oh, not at all. She's a blunt instrument who believes herself a scalpel. She doesn't check her work. That's how mistakes are made, the kind one regrets. I wouldn't wish that on anyone, especially Miss Rasputin. I'm certain you'll be fine. If all goes wrong, I shall pick up the pieces, as always.
I believe I know Ileana's plans for the ritual.
How?
I overheard her speaking with Strange.
Ileana knows what she is doing. I will be fine.
She is capable of many things. Subtlety is not one of them. Ileana's approach is reckless and could cause you lasting harm. What you do with that knowledge is up to you.
The ritual today will be unlike before.
How so?
We shall make real progress. I refuse to coddle you as the others did. I will push you beyond your limits. For this to work, I must break you.
Do what you need to do.
Do not be complacent. Without preparation, there is a possibility of damage. This is why you collected the ingredients I asked you to bring. Are you ready to begin?
You may proceed.
Limbo never forgets. It holds the echo of your death. What is your last memory?
Lilith. A muddy circle in a clearing.
Then I shall bring that echo to you. Now, you become its vessel.
I am ready.
What do you see?
My head. It is her. It is Lilith. In the circle.
Do not fight the echo. Allow it to wash through you.
No. She sees me. I advance, prepared to strike. She just watches me.
Whoa! Is that...
It is.
My child. Look what they've done to you.
You have no right to call me child, monster.
So, misguided. I have never sought to harm you.
Your army says otherwise.
A distraction, to allow for this moment.
Ileana, stop this! Right now! Enough deceit! Speak plainly, or suffer the consequences.
Ileana! No! We must proceed!
How plain can I make this, my child? If I am to remake this world, I need you at my side.
Enough! Ilungo! Retinacula! No! You had no right to do that.
Stopping your recklessness is my obligation.
Stopping the ritual early could have destroyed the Hunter's mind.
The only threat to Hunter was your sloppy technique.
You are impossible!
You will never attempt this again.
Do not constrain me.
Just gonna stand here and hope they don't involve me.
Yup.
How you doing, Hunter?
We would have had the answer if Caretaker had not stopped us.
I'm not taking sides, but it looked like you were in actual pain. I get why she wanted Ileana to stop. As long as you're okay, I'm okay. The good news? We are definitely closing in. That's more than enough for today. You ready to leave?
That is it for me.
Sounds good. See you next meeting.
Hey.
Let's see if you're as good.
All right then.
Who's a good girl? It is my Charlie girl.
Are there any curses I should be aware of? I look forward to researching this artifact further.
All right, let's get started, Dr. Spooky. So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? How's that for quality workmanship? See you, Hunter. Thanks, Hunter.
Hunter, have you seen... I've got some questions about vampires that I was hoping Blade could answer.
I have noticed you are very curious about Blade.
He's an interesting guy. Plus, we're both half human, half something else. We have common ground there. What do you think of him?
He is a man of action and follow-through. Caretaker trusts his judgment.
Yes, I get that intensity. I think there's more to Blade than he's letting on. But I'm glad he's on our side. End-of-the-world situations forge strong bonds. A half-vampire, a resurrected hunter, a half-alien.
Do not forget the guy whose head routinely catches on fire.
The Midnight Suns are one of the more colorful crews I've run with.
caretaker could have... Let's do this.
Just give me a target.
Peace.
We've stumbled on a Hydra unit unloading some of their stolen bounty. Unfortunately, their crates are rigged to self-destruct if the required keycard isn't swiped first. And Hydra's agents are carrying the keys.
What are you?
Leave some for the rest of us.
You've left me no choice.
Very effective.
You've secured one of the crates. See if you can't get the others.
For the mother! Follow my lead.
Be ready for my retaliation.
They hope to break my resolve.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it looks like you've got another problem on your hands. One of the Fallen.
This one has a fascinating composition. If only we...
They've armed one of the crates. It's going to explode if you don't get that key. You've secured one of the crates. See if you can't get the others.
I'll make quick work.
As they say, it gets the job done. Enjoy your rest. Now is my time. More.
We will crack your tiny bones. I smell fresh. I must break free of this.
I am not myself.
It seems they have brought more friends.
No one will touch you.
We need to regroup.
Another of the crates is armed to detonate. Get to that key card. That was the last crate. Wipe out the remaining Hydra forces, and let's get you home.
I am
Fragile, but not as fragile as you.
just don't fly.
Mother tells us to hurry. Play with our food. You're mine.
Keep after me.
I will be keeping my organ meat. Thank you very much. Hell. Time has come. Weak, even for Hydra. The light will heal you. So it seems. They cannot possibly match your strength.
Look how fragile you are. No escaping this time.
No one touches me and lives.
I prefer to keep my distance from this one, but I doubt I'll have much. Waiting.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
A futile effort.
You are puny. The mother.
The only thing stronger than its fists is its breath.
You will look good on a skewer. We will make you pay. I was born for this. Time for the real thing.
I may require aid here.
It's too late.
Wheelie you first.
Your master must be so proud. Worse than I could have imagined.
The light is getting dim.
You were too weak for this fight.
It is time for our...
I knew we could do it.
That's one shipment Hydra won't be receiving.
You know, there are a surprising number of vampires in New York. A lot of them are cabbies.
I feel bad for the Department of Sanitation. We left lots of Hydra detritus just littering the streets. Is the Abbey like a summer camp?
What is a summer camp?
I see them in movies. Nico says they are real places. In summer camp movies, people live in the woods and act comedically. There is always strangeness in the background, like hippie aliens, hockey killers, or Cold War espionage with insulting Russian caricatures.
You describe a whimsical sort of strangeness. The Abbey always felt darker than that.
Way to bring down the room, Hunter.
Sorry.
Oh, it's fine. It's usually what I do. You're right about the darkness to this place. Comparing the two, I'd feel safer in Limbo. Hunter, you have excellent taste. Silly games, but sometimes they make me laugh. I am growing to like you, Hunter. I want to share something with you. Something I have never shared with another.
Magic,
When I was at Professor Xavier's school, I would listen to this album in my room all the time. Sometimes for many days straight.
Why?
There is not much music in Limbo, Hunter, unless you count the distant screams. But in this world, there is so much music. It is everywhere, which can be just as frightening sometimes. Limbo taught me it was best to be alone. It is how I prefer things.
You are not alone now.
Good, you noticed. The others would not understand. But I know you will, as we both have so much in common.
I suppose we are kindred spirits in a way.
Of course. We are both children of darkness who escaped our destinies and decided to forge new ones. We are both reformed, trying to be good guys now, even if we do not always succeed. It's nice to have someone to relate with.
It is it not?
Okay, enough talking. Let's listen to the album now. The second hour is when it really gets good.
I know magic, right?
Do your thing.
Could we change the name of the group to the Midnight?
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Oh, you are gonna love this.
You have my undivided attention. In this reality, anyway. To be fair, it does look interesting, at least.
Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? Got some upgrades for you, hot off the press. Or forge. Shh, Tony. Don't forget to write.
This should be useful. This will do nicely.
Danger Room, eat your heart out. Let's do this.
Just give me a target. A powerful improvement.
All right, then.
How do you sleep at night?
Is there a problem?
No, I'm literally asking how you manage to sleep at night. Here, at the Abbey.
What keeps you awake?
Not including Strange and his 3 in the morning chanting? The roar of the ocean, winds moaning through the rafters, the little girl in the tattered dress who croaks, "I know what you did," from my bedside mirror?
Oh, you mean Prudence. She says that if you do not wash your hands after using the restroom.
I get the sense you aren't taking this seriously.
I get the sense you are not taking your personal hygiene seriously.
Oh, you want me to admit this is Strange, don't you? No, no way. I can figure this out on my own. Think, Tony, think. What if I slept in the suit? Turn the sound dampeners on? Set it to vibrate if there's an emergency? Huh.
Thanks, Hunter.